Dang it. And got it all out and everything. And completely... Or, you know what? Again, my tripod is POS right now. No. There's my seam ripper. Okay. I want to find a different angle, but for now, that's all I can think of. Yo, wait a minute. You want to say hi? You say hi? You say hi? Here, you say hi. Say hi. Here. Oh, okay. Here, you say hi. Say hi. Oh, he just want love. He just want love and stretch with your booty. The booty scratches. Okay. So last night went a lot better than I thought, or it went really well. I didn't have so many reactions I had more reactions last night than I have in forever, or that I have ever. So that was a good little thing. I'm trying not to get, I don't like the light showing. Put my chair over here because we're at the sewing machine. We were there yesterday, now we're here, so you can see all of my crazy setup. Is this? Okay. Wires everywhere. Dang it. Oh. This is why I need, or why I want to, what the heck? Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Did I get that right? Oh Lord. I don't think I've ever put my camera over here. Or my tripod. Because that to me is already looking a little sketch. A little sketchy-ma-doo. Sketcheroony. I wonder, can I do it like that? No, that's gonna be too long. Dang it. Okay, let's take the camera off so I don't break my camera. I'm trying to get it set up to where my camera can do a time lapse while I do all this. Or you know what? We're gonna do it the old school way. I'm gonna put it on the other side of the table like I did when I was in my room and just film me from the side doing this. But today we're going to sew some strips. And then tomorrow I might do another live, but I don't know. I feel like there would be too much going on because, you know, my daughter will be in the backyard. My husband will be doing the car, and he's like, well, you can go on the live. He's like, you know, she'll have me and him outside that she can run to. Or, you know, we have 2 sets of ears that could hear my daughter outside. But I'm like, I don't know, because I would hate for an emergency to happen and, you know, have it all live. No. But I don't think anything would go wrong. But I just feel like if it's going to be a family day outside, we should all just be relaxing, and I shouldn't be worried about a live. But who knows? Oh crap, I forgot. I got a little holder. It was technically a spice rack, But I wanted to use it to hold some yarn that I had. Oh, that's gonna be bouncing like crazy. I can already tell. Maybe if I had it on something to absorb the shock. I just wish you could see the machine. And see me sewing, but I guess not. Well, okay, well, we can't do blue yarn. I think most of these are pinks, so we're gonna go with the pink yarn. Or white. Let's do white. I feel like white would blend in a lot better. Yeah, white yarn. I'm gonna do a spool or two. I got like 4 spools I can do. That way I don't have to stop. All right. Yes, I want to have him. He's gonna be bumping underneath the table. If y'all hear a bump underneath the table, it's my dog. Stop! I know you're so needy. You're a needy boy. You're a needy boy. Hey, I'm working. I'm working. He's looking at me like, no, you're not. Oh, thank you for the hearts. All right. So how was everybody's day? I had to go to a funeral this morning. Although I felt really bad because it was outside and it was like 80 degrees. I want to say 85, maybe 86. And I was trying so hard to stay through the service, but I got so hot, so shaky, and just like it was like my arms went really like fatigued, I guess. I guess I was like super fatigued. And I felt like I was gonna pass out. And it was at one of my aunt's house, and so I had to go inside and sit on her couch while they continued with the service. But I felt bad because I really wanted to be there for the service because I heard it was good, or it started off good when I was there. It was just I could not handle being outside. But I came home, and I guess, you know, by the time I already got home, the sun was down and stuff, or it was not peak high noon or whatever. So, yeah, when I got home, I was better and stuff, but let me go. Dang it. Sorry, I have to remember which way it turns. I think it turns clockwise. So if it turns yeah, I need to go counterclockwise. Math. Or I say math, it's not really math, it's just which way does it spin. Is this plugged in? It's not on. Oh. No, can you please stop? It's my foot. Okay. His tail. I just crack up at his tail. He has like a little dipstick tail. It just cracks me up every time you see it. It's just ding, 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 ding. Oh, you talking about these? Yeah, these are like, it's a laser cut one. So my mother-in-law like got these for me, and it like cuts it perfectly. So it's like the best pair of scissors that I own. I had some Fiskars or whatever, but they have turned into my all-in-one kind of shears, and I regret it, but what is it? I had those for so long, but I've been using those lately, and I have another pair that I use for my yarn, but I really need to get some more shears because I'm losing a lot. For me, it's 9:14, so it's a little late doing this, but I want to just have some me time out in the shed, meaning, you know, have human conversation or having adult conversations instead of being at home with a toddler all day or dealing with a toddler all day. I love my baby, but this is like me time, my relaxing time, just being able to sew and do what I want. So, oh, I don't know why that. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully you stay in the chat for a while. Alright, that's good. Okay, I think we're good with 2, to be honest. I think this will be like my indicator of when I probably should just go to bed. This morning, my toddler woke me up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And, you know, I've been saying I need to wake up early, but that was too early. And she kept saying that like a snake was biting her. I was like, are you even awake? And she goes, no, Mommy, a snake's biting me, so I have to sleep in your room. And I'm like, oh, that's what's going on. What the heck? So I was like, whatever, just get in the bed. I'm tired. I have like this piece of string that's like stuck in the foot. There we go. That's weird. Okay, let me grab all my fabric and we can start sewing. I wish I could change the camera angle though. Let's do it this way. Let's see about moving y'all over here. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm trying my best to get more out there, but being pregnant and having a toddler and my husband works a lot, it's really hard to find the time. All right, maybe that will be better. There we go. I feel like that's a better angle. Ooh. We're gonna do, so if y'all didn't see yesterday or last night, we got this fabric. Yeah, I'm trying to, now if you schedule out videos, it's a lot better. I schedule mine Saturday for 12 p.m. Central Time, which is Chicago time. So, and then here's another one. Here's that one. Here's the plaid one. This is like a summery bag. We got blue jean, this one, and then this one. All right. All right, now I'm just just gonna go for it. I know it'd be probably better if I pinned these and lined them up, but I'm just going to just make strips. We can deal with that stuff later. Because this is for like a tutorial. Good thing I said that, because I forgot to turn on my time lapse. Oh! Are you okay? Oh, thank you. I try to look good. I'm honestly not into like, I used to be into makeup because I used to do makeup, so I had to do makeup. Let me get to where y'all can see me and what I'm doing. But I used to be into makeup and stuff, but then I realized I was allergic to everything, and it was just awful. And so I stopped wearing makeup and started really focusing on like skincare and what's best for my skin and what's best for me to not break out and have a huge face. If I don't know if any of y'all have watched my allergic reaction video, but my eyes were like closed. Like me and my friends, we were joking around. I looked like Harry Potter. Well, if y'all are nerds, I think it was, is it Deathly Hallows or something? Part 2, where Hermione like does a little spell to like make him look different, and he looks like he has a busted eye. Yeah, that's what I looked like. So, all right, time lapse ago. Okay, we got that figured out. I forgot to stock on my drink so that I could have some soda. And also, I did rhinestone this myself. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Well, good thing you put on the notifications. Which, I saw. Sorry, dipping into my mini fridge. A lot of people that subscribe do put on all the notifications on, which, awesome. That's awesome. But also, I have this thing, I'm not trying to, I guess, shameless plug, but, like 97% of people are watching my videos, but they're not subscribed. So I'm trying to work on that. I promise it'll be worth it. If somebody's watching right now and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We had 3 followers last night subscribe after the live, and that was like the most subscribers I ever gotten after a live, and that was awesome. Made me feel good. We also got a lot more views than I have had on a live before. It was awesome. Definitely building up my confidence. But I still need like 2,000 watch hours to get monetized, or no, 2,000 watch hours to start using the shop feature on YouTube. But I need 3,000 watch hours to get monetized and have my own ads and stuff, or have the ads. So that's what we're working on with this channel, which, you know, I'm being patient. But also, like, this is just a hobby. If I end up making money off of it, cool. You know, it would be great. Thank you. I have a video on that cup too. And my family makes fun of me because they're like, why do you have the most, my family calls it gaudy. I guess I'm a maximalist when it comes to stuff like that. I just like really bright and shiny things. And the rhinestone cup, like, this is the first rhinestone cup that I did because, you know, it's scattered method, or yeah, scattered method. You don't really have to make it perfect. And I love it. My husband wanted me to actually do like a dragon scale cup. Obviously it wouldn't be blinged out, but he was like, that kind of would inspire me to, or that inspired him to ask me if I should do a dragon scale. But I made him a How to Train Your Dragon cup. But yeah, making sure the tension is how I want it. like the tension is perfect at the top, but I don't know what the deal is with underneath. It's okay. I like it when I have a chatty Cathy or gift of the gab. You have the gift of the gab. I don't want to say chatty Cathy. To me, that just seems kind of like, I don't want to say negative, but like, you have the gift of the gab. It's cool. We can hang out if it's just me and you all night. See, that bounces. This table, I don't know what it is. I can't go too fast, even though I could go like so if I wanted to. That's like, I always wondered like if I would ever get like a Juki or like a factory style, like those, like a Juki I think goes like 1,000 per minute or something, or per second. It's fast. Now, I won't be staying until 3 a.m. I'll probably be getting off around 11 because that's kind of like my limit of on the weekends of when I stay up late, because I still like to go to bed and kind of still wind down, like play. I've been playing Farmerville 3 and I'm on a co-op, and the co-ops you can get on a league, and me and my league are in the gold league. We're not global yet, but we're in the gold league. And you have to like do a bunch of tasks. Like in Farmerville, you have cows that you have to like feed and they give you milk. And then when you make the milk, you can make cheese and butter and stuff. And then your co-op, if you need help, you can ask them to help you with all that. I think it's too tight. If anybody can remind me or give me a refresher, when you're sewing and it's just like a line with some loops on the back part, like it's really not that bad. The tension is okay, but it just looks funny to me. Am I just not? I would show y'all, but I don't know if anybody can see that. Well, I'm glad my videos are entertaining, because I feel like sometimes I'm like, am I entertaining enough? I feel like sometimes I can be a little too chill. And I have a cousin that actually did a essay on my channel and on my Etsy, because she was doing like a small business essay and like how small businesses could evolve on social media, or how social media can help with stuff like this. And sometimes I worry too much about if I'm entertaining enough, but sometimes I have to remember it's just, you gotta be you, I guess. And that's what I'm trying to do, is just be as authentically me as possible and not being too much or too little. But yeah, does that tension look right? Can y'all see that? Or is it just me? That tension just looks weird. But the other part, I don't know if you can see it on the other side. This one, like, that's what the other side looks like. It's like perfect. Let's just keep trying. Okay, keep trying different ones. I just realized I put 2 of the same ones on the same one. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I think everybody's broke right now. Right now, I'm just trying to get an online presence, because I know this day and age, financially, everybody kind of is not doing well. But still social media kind of helps with brand awareness, so that hopefully, if possible, when everybody gets caught up and we're not all struggling, then when people can finally start participating in the economy, I'm trying to be as like I'm trying to just play neutral right now. But like, I just feel like when people are finally able to like afford stuff again, that hopefully I'll have enough like brand awareness or be out there enough on social media that people can words people will come back later and be like, you know what, I really like this girl and I would like to support her. But you can also support in different ways, just by watching and sharing, stuff like that. That supports me a lot. I would like to do some markets in the future, because I have a friend, she has chickens, or she recently started like doing farmers markets because she has chickens. Okay, that tension looks a lot better. But she enjoys them just for the fact of like talking to people, getting to know the community around us, and she didn't realize like how many like supportive people there were. So that's what I would like to participate in, is more like things locally, but also teach other people. If I ever, hopefully, I'm hoping one day I just have a success story and I'm able to share my success story with everybody, because I am not one to gatekeep. I like to tell everybody any secrets or anything and pay it forward. That's like my dad. He was the one that told me that I could get monetized on Facebook, and I didn't even know it. My dad's like, you do realize you can get monetized, right? And I'm like, why? How do you know? And he's like, well, you have 1,000 followers. He's like, just do this, this, and this, and you'll be monetized. So I did it. I made 35 cents on Facebook, but Facebook is a whole different beast. Well, one thing I've gotten used to is like, there's like a side of YouTube that I feel is very vain, because you have the influencer side, right? And you have the side that are just kind of like, I don't want to say stuck up, but um, you have that influencer side, the people that are like here for the big show out people, or for show people that are like blingy and showy and stuff. Even though I'm blingy and stuff, I'm not the type to brag about what I have. And I feel like sometimes those people kind of leak into the more modest part of YouTube, or the more low maintenance part of YouTube. Like, again, I don't wear a lot of makeup. Once I found I was allergic to it and couldn't wear a lot of makeup, I kind of just stopped. Like right now, my makeup is in another state because I forgot it in our camper on our deer lease. Because we have like a 41-foot, I want to say a 41-foot camper. It's probably shorter. But we have a camper. It's a different camper than what we used to live in. If you ever watched videos from like 2017, 2018. But we lived in West Texas in a camper for a little bit, and that was fun. And but then we got homesick and wanted to move back, and just a whole bunch of things went down. But I used to care a lot about like what I looked like. I used to do a lot of makeup tutorials. I worked at Dillard's. I worked at Ulta. I worked like all the beauty jobs and stuff. But one thing that I've learned is if you're going to be in that industry or the beauty industry, you have to deal with the vain people. And if you don't wear makeup, you have to be aware that people are going to be like, why would I go to you if you don't wear makeup? Because doing hair, if you don't look your best 24/7, people are not going to go to you. Or at least where I was, it's like people didn't want to go to you because you weren't fully in makeup. But I'm also glad that I didn't get into like the Botox stuff. Like, if you do Botox, good for you. Go at it. I don't think I can do Botox because I think the chemicals in it I would be allergic to, especially if it's like, I don't know what Botox really is, but if it's silicone based or latex based or has any of that, I would blow up like a balloon. Yeah. I would say good skin care is the way to go. And I also feel like, are these people older? Because this new generation, I get so many compliments from younger girls like, how do you get your hair, or not hair, how do you get your skin so nice or so flawless and stuff? Because I feel like the new generation, I don't want to say this, but you know how the 10-year-olds are kind of taking over Sephora, but they're not wearing like caked on makeup. They're like caring more about their skincare routine. And I felt like back in my day, like back in the early 2000s, I feel like there was a point where people were also like have good skincare, because that's when you had like the Proactive commercials and everything, and people cared about how their face and their complexion looked. And then it was like in 2014, everybody was like, cake on your makeup or wear this much makeup. Ooh, I guess back when Toothpaste, I want to say when Toothpaste started popping up and stuff, people were like wearing more makeup because all the like the beauty gurus and stuff. But I could have sworn back in the day, people would care about their skincare routine. All right. Now I feel like I need to take this one off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I only have 8 pieces, so I have to take this one off so we don't have any repeats. Lord have mercy. I just found but yeah, what are you going to college for? I told my husband I would like to go back to college, but my husband, he's like, I don't think you need to go back to college because I worked so many jobs and I know what jobs I can land, and my husband does too. Like, he knows what I'm capable of. And some of the jobs around here pay very well because I'm in the South. There's a lot of, I want to say there's a lot of good jobs in the South, whether that you can be in the oil field as a woman and not have to do what the men do. You could do a lot of office work and stuff for oil field people. Now, if you want to do more in-depth office work for the oil field, you have to get a college degree in like mineral stuff or biology, and then you can get a really good paying oil job. But my husband, his company, I talked about this last night, his company, they basically, it's like a dispatching customer service type of job, and it's not, he works for a gas company, and it would be me like telling technicians or telling the men where to go, like, hey, I need you to go to here, or there's a leak here that you need to go to. And they do entry level stuff, and the pay that I start off with doing that would be amazing. And it's not like we need the extra money because we own our own house and everything. It would just be nice to have extra money. You guys, is there somebody else in here? Unless you mean people in the chat too, because I bet they are. I can't see profile pictures or anything, so I don't know what everybody looks like. That would be one thing that I would like to see, is like what people look like on their typo. It's so weird to hear. Okay, so you guys and you all, it glitches my brain so bad because I'm used to people saying y'all. And I say y'all. Sometimes I will get like a spur of the moment thing where I say you guys or you all or all of you. But yeah. Lord have mercy. These stitches are really good. Yeah, if anybody wants to know the quality of my stitching, it's really hard to get them out with a seam ripper. But yeah, my husband's company, they're like, since I'm pregnant, I have you can't sew to save your life. Actually, look, it took me, I was kind of born into a family that has an Etsy shop, or my aunt, back when Etsy started, she had her own Etsy shop. Like, she was like one of the OG Etsy people, and she did really well and still does really well and has expanded so much. Okay, so we got our first patchwork thing. We are making tote bags next weekend for anybody that has just joined. So, but what was I saying? Okay, yeah, I started, like, my family, it's pretty much we all just learn how to sew, but I also think it's a Southern thing just to know how to sew, just for broke people purposes. And my family didn't grow up wealthy, so it's kind of like, you know, if you want your clothes to last, or if you want, you know, how do you explain it, or how do I explain it? It's pretty much like, if you want nice clothes and you want to take care of your clothes so that they last longer, you better learn how to sew. And I totally agree with that, because my husband, he has his work clothes and stuff. I work on those all the time, and I did a couple of videos on those, and I'm glad I know how to sew, because I saved up so much money knowing how to sew. So if you don't know how to sew, I definitely would learn. Just like simple stuff. You know, I think just to live a nice life, or to live a good life, or a simple life, is just take care of your stuff and learn how to take care of your stuff. Because I am definitely not a keeping up with the Joneses kind of girl. I don't believe in brand names. If I ever own a brand name, I don't know where I would have to be in life to do that, because I just don't. I bought a Michael Kors purse when I was in high school, thinking, oh, if I buy a Michael Kors purse, I'll be like on top of the world. You know, that's me making it. And I bought it, and I felt so bad that I actually like went and returned it, because I did not want it, because I felt like I'm not a materialistic kind of person. So I just told them, I was like, sorry, I already have this bag, and sent it back. And they're like, oh, okay. And they just gave me my money back. But, you know, broke bitch tip. If you don't want to seem broke and poor, just tell them you already had it and you didn't know. Sorry, my mistake. Send it back. I also learned that influencers kind of do that. They go and buy something, use it for a day or two with a receipt, and they send it back. Oh, thank you. Hope to see you again. Okay. It's nice chatting with people. Oh, and good night or good morning, wherever you're from. I have to remember that not everybody's from the same parts. I've been having a lot of Indian people, like India, Russia, I think England. So it's like, get a lot of, it's interesting to see what kind of people from around the world subscribes or watches. So it's really cool. Okay, yeah, that tension is looking a lot more favorable. It's not pulling too tight. It looks the same on both sides with the stitching. I'm trying to mix these up, but I also mix them up to where I like confuse myself or confuse my brain. Yep, 6. We'll do that one. I'm also trying, I'm trying to mix them up, do them randomly. Oh, you know what I was supposed to do? Me and my husband were supposed to go over finances tonight. My husband's like, you're going to be in charge of our finances, so we're going to write down everything tonight. Apparently not. Somehow I talked to myself, or dang it, I did it backwards. I wasn't paying attention. This is what I get for talking and sewing at the same time. I'm also trying to be, like, again, I'm trying to be entertaining as possible. I hate just sitting here and quiet. I know a lot of people would probably prefer the ASMR, but I can't stand being in the quiet. I need to talk, keep myself entertained. And plus, if anybody watches in the future, you know, it's not just me sitting here doing nothing. Hopefully it, you know, entice people to come back. Right now, I am just sewing up a bunch of squares together because my video next week is doing tote bags, but I'm doing a patchwork one. I did like a mini one today. I posted one about this tote bag, and I don't like how it turned out. I'm just gonna do straps the next time because I tried to do this cute little like knot tied thing, and I guess it looks cute from afar because people said it looked cute, but up close I'm like, this looks like 2 fingers hanging out. So, well, thank you. And then also, the other one I'm using as a tripod to help with the bouncing of the machine, so my camera's not bouncing up and down. I had a tripod, but no, you can't see it. There was a tripod that I had last night, and it just broke on me. But it was also like breaking every 2 seconds. Yes, so we're doing a patchwork version of the totes, and I'm doing it a bigger version too because I kind of made it small for my daughter. So next week will be like an adult size patchwork tote, and I just decided that I would do a live, so I'm not just sitting here by myself filming. I could be watching YouTube videos, but, you know, I'm the kind of person you don't get high on your own supply. You know, might as well be on YouTube and do a live rather than watching YouTube, because this way I can get to know y'all better. And I'm completely enjoying doing the lives. All right, let's try this again. Also, my machine keeps bouncing on this table. It's driving me nuts. now. So my dog is in here. His name's Wesson. He's my black lab. Well, he's a tuxedo lab. He looks like he has a tuxedo. He's like a tuxedo cat, but he's a tuxedo dog. And hold on. My brain has to work right now. I have to think very hard. Okay, we can do this one. But yeah, he just made a noise, if y'all heard that. And it's funny, like I'll say, what does the cow say? Hey, what does the cow say? What does the cow say? What does the cow say? He's not doing it. He'll go, ooh. I saw that on TikTok where a dog made the same noise that he made. And the guy was like, what does the cow say? And the cow went, ooh. I was like, oh my God. And so I got him to do it. But he only does it if you hype him up a little bit. What does the cow say? What does the cow say? What does the cow say? Speak. Look, sit. Sit. Speak. 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 Speak loud. Speak. Well, he actually barked that time, but he'll go, ooh. He just hangs out with me. That way I'm not, again, alone out here. What the heck? He bunched up on me. What the heck? This rarely happens to me. I remember when I first started sewing, and I would bird nest the crap out of stuff. What the heck? Oh, I gotta cut a string in the bobbin. Maybe it's too loose now? What's going on? Gotta get, oh, somebody commented on these. This is my laser scissors. It almost looks fake on camera. There we go. It was like too tight. Why is it too tight? It was too loose, or it was too tight, and then I made it looser. Now it's almost like too tight. What the heck's going on? Or no, now it's too loose. Let's try this again. Yep, way too loose. I don't know how that happened. Why is it so loose? I barely changed it all night. And now it's like out of nowhere. It's like, nope, we're just going to be too loose. Way too loose. Oh. Apparently it undid itself underneath here. This never acted up this way. Normally I can just do a project and it like goes flawlessly. But I've never had it, I want to say gag up on me like that. Or clot up on me, I guess. I don't know. I've never had that happen. Let's try this again. Oh, that's attached. I swear, my husband's like, is it going to be filled with strings in here by the time I get, or by the time it, you know, a month passes in here? Because in my old craft room, or when I was in the house in my craft room, I'm in the craft shed now, which is like 10 times bigger. But my craft room, my dog's moving stuff. I would have strings everywhere, and it just seems like a lot of strings because I would get done with something and just throw it. But now I'm in a bigger space. I feel like I still need to like be aware of how many strings I just throw around, because I would hate for the whole entire floor to be flammable. I don't know why I'm singing that song, but is this better? Oh yeah, so much better. I don't know what happened there. I kind of want to do a pink over here. And I got one more hour that I'm on line. Then I'm going to go to bed. My dog's over it right now, if you can hear him snoring. I just finished a crochet project and I'm so excited. Like, I can't wait to do a tutorial on it because I can't film this one due to the fact it's a wedding gift. Okay, I cannot count tonight. Okay, there's the second one. What was I talking about? I know I said something about I'm on for another hour. Then I lost track. I'm pregnant. I'm just blaming everything on being pregnant today. Today, it's a blueberry sugar cookie or blueberry muffin cookie. The people said that they used a blueberry muffin recipe and they made it somehow, like they just like did something different to the recipe to make it a cookie, like added more flour or something, and it tasted exactly like a blueberry muffin. Like it wasn't like a sugar cookie with blueberries. It was like the muffin mix made into a cookie with blueberries in it and tasted like a blueberry muffin just in cookie form, and it blew my mind. And highly, if anybody knows the recipe for that, please let me know because I would like to know. It was the best thing ever. And my brother, he was like, I'm pretty sure we can find the recipe because me and my brother like to cook. But I'm like, no, I want this recipe. I want this exact recipe. I don't want to just find something online and they just give me a sugar cookie recipe with blueberries. I want the muffin mix. Like it was the muffin mix. It was buttery. And it had, you know how the top of the muffin tastes? Or how like the top of the muffin is gooey? It still had that texture, but it was a cookie. It blew my mind. Blew my mind. It honestly changed my life. So if anybody has a blueberry muffin cookie recipe, please DM me. Okay, tension is still good. Ooh. I forgot I didn't put ice in this. It's like extra bubbly in soda. Ooh. I like putting ice in my sodas because it kind of waters it down and it's not so like carbonated, because being pregnant and carbonation is not, I feel like the ice like makes it all subtle. But I forgot there was no ice in it. It's spicy. Not really, but again, trying to mix it up, do every square different or every strip different than the last. It's really hard, especially when you're trying not to think about it, and it's like you think about it and you're like, you know what I find weird? It's like nothing's going on right now. Like, well, I say there's nothing going around. I mean like mainstream media. In my life, there's a ton going ton going on because the last few weekends I've been helping my grandmother move. Before that, we helped or did something. Before that, we had, and before that, I had crawfish. Like, it was a crawfish boil for my cousin, but he's more like an uncle. Like, it's really confusing, but he's basically like my mom's, like, he was the generation with my mom. He's my mom's cousin, but he's my second cousin. But he's basically kind of like an uncle. But it was his birthday, and now next weekend it's like graduation weekend for my cousins, and they're like the last of my generation to graduate. So it's like our family is kind of like becoming an empty nester. Like everybody's an adult now. The only thing we got to look forward to is more weddings and babies. So it's like, it's weird. Everybody talks about empty nest for the parents, but what about empty nest for the family where all of the grandbabies are grown? Nobody ever talks about that. Because now it's like my little brother graduated in 2020. That was, we all know how that was. Or, we all been there, done that. We're not going to elaborate on that, but my brother was able to graduate. He actually joined the Army last year. I did a video on that where we went and saw my brother graduate. And now my brother has a red beret in the Army, which is awesome. And he's like doing other things that I could possibly talk about, but I'm not going to talk about it because it sounds very important and sounds very secretive, which I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have told me if it was like classified, but it's kind of it's going to be a classified job, so I'd just rather not say. That's his story to tell, if anything. But yeah, my brother is in the Army and he's airborne, and he jumped out of planes a few weeks ago. Now he's like doing something else with that, and he's like still training and doing a bunch of other stuff. I call him crying sometimes because I miss him. Like, I miss you. And he's like, shut up. He's like, it's fine. I'm fine. He's like, I don't think anything's going to happen to me. Like, I know. But, like, he's my little brother. And now my two cousins, they're twins, and they're, like, the last of all of us. And I pretty much grew up with them. Like, they're basically, like, brothers and sisters. I babysat them and everything. Runs away from me. But yeah, now it's like they're gonna move on with their lives and get married, and it's just like, now I guess look forward to my kids graduating, but I can wait a while for that. Okay, have that piece, have that piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's the piece I'm missing. I was like, come on now. You know what? I've realized, so I only have a few of these, and I have a lot of the others. So if I run out of that, I might have to pick out another fabric, because I don't want to use the rest of this fabric. Some of the fabric, it's like I want to keep saving for like other projects, because I have like other ideas with fabrics, but I really don't want to use my favorite ones. Like, I just want to save them for something special. But it's like I like using them on other projects too. But it's like I also have too much fabric. But pretty sure like the rest of us, I can afford more fabric. My Meemaw, she 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holy crap. Okay, there's the third row. But my Meemaw, some of the fabric is what she gives me. And that's where I've been getting most of my fabric. Like I said last night, there was one time where I'm like, if I go to Joann's, I need to ask if she needs to get rid of some fabric before I go to Joann's, because I bought like a whole bunch of fabric at Joann's one time. And then she's like, hey, I got a whole bunch of fabric for you. I'm like, so I went home with a ton of fabric. My husband's like, how much did you spend at Joann's? I'm like, I swear some of this was given to me. I did not buy all this. But I've been liking to go to Joann's for fabric more than anything else because they have a lot of good deals. You know, I used to go to Michael's and get like it was like fat quarters. It was just like a square of like a few things because I wasn't sewing a lot and I was sewing little projects. But now that I'm sewing bigger projects, I've been going to Michael's. Or I've been going to Joann's. I'll go to Hobby Lobby for like scrap pieces, which is what a lot of this is from the scrap piece section of Hobby Lobby. So if y'all want like to do a project on a budget, I got one of these was a yard and it only cost me, I want to say $5, but sometimes it runs like $10 or $11, sometimes $12 here lately. So yeah, you're getting, I don't want to say it's a deal, but some of the pieces you get a lot for very little, or you pay very little to get a lot. So, but Joann's, so far they've been like the best, you know, not sponsored. None of these companies have sponsored me. I'm just letting y'all know. Okay, I gotta put a sandbag on this thing. Keeps bouncing around. Whew. But don't be afraid to ask questions. Again, we got like, well, less than an hour now. I'm gonna get off at 11 my time. It's 10:06 right now, so at 11 I'm getting off and going to bed. Might do a few minutes on Farmville. Okay. Again, trying to sporadically pick fabric. But I've been doing Farmville 3 on my on my phone. And I joined a co-op and they have this thing called Sky Race. I don't think I mentioned that earlier, but it's like called Sky Races, and you and your co-op have to finish a bunch of tasks. And you gotta finish it in a certain amount of time, and then like your co-op gets like points and stuff. And it's a really fun game. Again, not sponsored, just one of my favorite apps to play. I don't want to put two plaids together. Maybe if I put a plaid with this one. I didn't even think about that. My dog is in floor mat mode. think tomorrow I'm going to get on and we'll sew all these pieces in one piece. Maybe that's what I should just do. I should do lives, and then by the time Saturday comes around, that's when I'll have like the actual tutorial for those that don't want to watch the lives. Maybe that's how it'll go. I don't know. I'm trying to do as many lives and get online as much as possible so y'all get to know me and I can get to know y'all. I can also take more recommendations, which, by the way, if anybody has any like ideas or video ideas or want to see me do something or like tutorial wise, please let me know. If you want to see me make something, please let me know. I do have some crochet projects that I want to do, and towards fall I have a bunch of crochet videos that I have to pretty much, I want to bulk upload, or I want to film a whole bunch of them because I am due in September. So in September, I don't know, I don't want to take a whole month off of not filming. So I want to at least have 4 videos lined up to where that first month being pregnant or having a newborn with a toddler, that I'm okay. Unless I'm monetized by then, but I would have to make way more sorry, I started a conversation in my head, didn't finish it, or didn't say it out loud. I might have a job. My husband's company, they, are interested in me working for them because I've gone to, like, they've met me in person, and not the owners, but like the supervisors and stuff have met me, and people that work in like the dispatching area have like, I've talked with them and stuff, and they talked with my husband saying that, okay, we can get her on, but she's gonna have to get on ASAP. So I've been like waiting for job listings to pop up, and they told me whenever it pops up to sign in, but they're also gonna notify me and notify my husband. They just have to give everybody a fair chance to apply for the job. So may have it, may not have it. I still have to try out, but because I told them, I was like, I type 30 words per minute, and I'm pretty good about like technology and typing and like multitasking. But, well, I say that and I messed up a few times doing this, but when I get in the swing of things, I'm good at multitasking. And they said if I want to get the maternity leave or maternity leave benefits, that they would want me to start soon so that I could get maternity leave. So that might be a thing. I don't know. We're just playing it by ear. It's life. Okay, got one more. What am I missing? But that's what we're hoping. And I don't want, I feel like I probably shouldn't talk about it because I don't want to jinx myself. But if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. But what I was going to say is, if I make $1 million, on YouTube before that happens, or if it doesn't happen and I make $1 million on YouTube, like, who cares? But we're in the real world. It's probably best to just get a real job, and YouTube is always a hobby, and if it pays, it pays. If not, we can always invest in it when we get a job, because if I get a job, I'm gonna be buying more fabric. More fabric, more yarn, renovating the crap out of this room. So that's one thing I'm kind of looking forward to. So my husband's like, don't stress about it. He's like, if you get the job, you get the job. If not, just stay home. Oh, my back's kind of hurting. This chair is comfortable. It's like a gaming chair, or it's like an office chair. I got it at Goodwill, and to be honest, it's really comfortable. Ooh. just rambling on, to be honest. I'm just trying to keep myself entertained. Again, when people watch this in the future, I just don't want it to be me sitting here not being entertaining. Oh, and for anybody know, my tension's on 2. My stitch length is like on 2.5, and I'm just doing a straight stitch on these. And I have, I think, a jersey stretch. To be honest, I think I have no, it's a universal needle. I would put a blue jean needle in if I was working on all blue jean, but the blue jean material that I've been working with and that I worked with in the video that I uploaded today, it wasn't thick enough to really use a blue jean needle. I say use a blue jean needle if you're doing like layers and layers of blue jean. Like I did a blue jean quilt with my husband's jeans, and I broke a few needles doing that. And I think I broke so many that I just started hand stitching the quilt because it was for my husband. I will do that for my husband. Nobody else will I ever hand stitch a quilt. But I had quilting thread, a big thick quilting needle. It wasn't that bad, but it was pretty bad. It was very thick. It was more heavy than anything. Also, I've been so I have a turtle now. I think I mentioned that yesterday. My daughter and I were in the woods, and my father-in-law goes, "Look what your daughter found." And it was a turtle, and it was a tiny little turtle like this big. I was like, we tried having a raccoon, and I had a mental breakdown. Don't have a raccoon if you already have a toddler, or if you already have a kid, don't get a raccoon, because it's like you're adding to the kid monstrosity. But baby raccoons are also very needy. They have to be on you at all times. And I would have enjoyed that if I didn't have any kids. But it kept hissing at my daughter. And it just was very clingy to me. So if anybody came close to me, it was always hissing. Like, I really don't want to deal with an aggressive animal. So when my daughter came up with a turtle, I was like, I can do a turtle. And we thought it was a boy, so we named her Rocky. Then we found out it was a girl. We kept the name Rocky, but she ain't a boy. I was like, Rocky can be a girl name, kind of like Roxy, but Rocky. And I don't want to do Roxy because my sister-in-law had a bird named Roxanne, and they called her Roxy. And I just feel like, and that bird ran away, so I feel like that's like a name that you kind of don't mention. But Rocky, good name. But got it a fish tank. Well, I want to get a bigger tank because it's technically supposed to be in a 10-gallon tank. Right now it's in a 5-gallon tank, but I was told that it can be in the 5-gallon tank for now, but as soon as I can, I need to move to a 10-gallon tank, because if they don't get in a bigger tank, they'll grow too big for their shell and get crushed, and I don't want that to happen. I've already developed emotions for this turtle. I don't want to kill it. And I would feel bad if I ever killed an animal on my watch. So, it's in a tank. We got like a filter for it. We have a basking lamp. After we got the basking lamp, like at first we didn't have the basking lamp. We had to wait till like next paycheck. But we would take it outside, and apparently you're not even supposed to really do that, because taking a turtle outside can, I don't know. I read it, and you're not really supposed to do that. And if you do, it. We have to do something special. I don't know. But, had it in like a fish tank for the first week. Got it a filter and got it a basking ledge because I just put like a bunch of rocks in there to like, I stacked up a bunch of rocks and it would just swim through the rocks and stuff. But the basking pad or the basking float thing, ever since we got that, she has been so much happier. She actually has been eating, because the first week or two when we got her, I was scared because I was like, she's not eating. I don't want to kill this thing. But now that we got a basking lamp and stuff, she is eating her pellets. And we got little crickets, like dried up crickets and stuff. It's like shrimp, crickets, and maggots or whatever that you buy for them. So she has been spoiled. And now, well, my toddler got a hold of her because we had to put her fish tank up higher, or the tank up higher, because my toddler grabbed her and we put her on the ground. I did this backwards again. But put her on the ground. We lost her underneath the dishwasher for like 2 hours, and we finally found her, and Ellie got in trouble. And I would say we put the turtle up in air jail basically, but the turtle loves being up high because it's away from my daughter. But yeah, we put the fish tank higher so nothing can bump into it and our toddler can't get her out. And she's been so much happier in her own little area. She has her UVB lamp and her basking lamp. She swims. And it's so funny seeing a turtle. Like, I didn't realize turtles, you know, you see them swim down, but it's funnier when you see them sink down, because they just like stop and they just like randomly just do this. And she went to the bottom of the tank and just chilled out, and then I guess wanted to go back up for air and went and basked in her little basking lamp. So at first she was miserable, but now that we have her taken care of and spoiled, she's been loving her new home. And it's not an endangered species. Like, I had to make sure, because there's some turtles you cannot keep. You have to, like, I think there's like one, it's like a European Western something turtle. You have to leave those alone, because a lot of people would take them thinking that they're a house pet or something. And you're like, they're like a natural or a native turtle, and you're not supposed to mess with them. But apparently this turtle is a musk turtle, basically a mud turtle. And I didn't see any laws in Louisiana about them, so that's what we have. And I love her. She lets me pet her head, even though she was traumatized by my toddler. But I'm the only person that can touch her. Everybody, like my husband held her in his hand and she was fine. But if she don't like you, she goes in her shell. But if she does like you, she stays out of her shell and she'll poke her head up. And with me, as long as they don't bob. Apparently if they like bob their head or something, they're like trying to intimidate you. But she doesn't do that with me. She like puts her head up and I just scratch her head and she just like, she like closes her eyes and just gets the head rubs. So it's like they act like mini dogs. It's like, I would never thought a turtle would be like that. One thing I like about having a turtle, because I wanted another dog. We used to have 3 dogs, but we had to get rid of the third one because last time I got pregnant, the third dog that we got was Mr. Stinker's son, because he got my mother-in-law's dog pregnant, and she was a min pin mix. Tell me how a big ass dog gets a min pin pregnant. Tell me, like, how does that work out? And so it was like a miniature lab or a min pin lab mix, and he was so cute. We named him Colt because there's Kimber Wesson, like Smith and Wesson, and Kimber is a gun, and we had Colt. So, but I was paying more attention to Colt. Wesson got jealous and was trying to assert his dominance, and he would get really aggressive towards Colt, and I didn't want him to be aggressive towards the baby or to have that aggression around the baby when she was born at the time. And so we just I didn't want to post them on Facebook, but we were kind of desperate because we only had like a week to get it situated, because we had to get our bigger dog out of the house. So he had to go to the pound, and I hated even, like, they're like, he doesn't have, like, y'all can still come and pick him up. Just because he goes to the pound doesn't mean anything bad will happen. You just have to come and pick him up whenever you get they have to take the most aggressive dog out of the situation. So big dog, automatically more aggressive, I guess. And if we didn't get him back, they would have had to euthanize him, because he would have been considered an aggressive dog, which I think it's BS. But we got rid of Colt. We found an older man, and my husband like checked in with him a week after, because you have to be careful. People use small dogs as bait dogs in dog fights. So you have to make sure these people are not just getting your dog for that reason. But we made sure that he went to a good home. I cried because I was pregnant. I wanted to be able to have a lot of dogs. And where I was going with that is the turtle, I don't have to worry about that. The turtle just has its own tank. So it works out. I get another pet to take care of without having to worry about dog fights, because that was way too nerve-wracking being pregnant. Again, I don't want to put two plaids together. I'm surprised. It sounds really quiet outside. Like, you can hear the refrigerator humming. But normally you can hear like frogs croaking. But I guess it's too dry for that. It was wet a few days ago because it was raining like constantly. Like, it was really random. It was like it was Thursday. It was like early in the morning on a Thursday, there was like a tornado. It was the most random time for a tornado. So like most of the schools in the area had to do they called it a tornado drill, but I think they call it, I'm starting to realize when I was a kid, those tornado drills, a lot of them were real. And they just called them a drill to keep us not, to keep the kids from crying. But I'm starting to realize as an adult, when they say tornado drill when you're in school, sometimes it's an actual, like, it's a tornado. They're just calling it a drill to not freak everybody out, which baffles me. Makes me wonder, like, when were the times where it wasn't a drill? Oh, well, my daughter stays with me. She's not in school yet. And the only reason why I knew about the school is because I have some cousins. They're seniors. And they just got out of school. Or they're done with school now. But yeah, it was like second to last day of school. Like, they had one more day left. And that second day that they were, imagine the second day before school ends. And you're like, one more day till we get out of summer. And then all of a sudden, tornado. Well, thank you for being worried, because I didn't think about me saying kids and stuff. But, yeah, it was fine. It basically, here lately, knock on wood, it's like here lately the tornado forms and like goes away or dissipates really fast. It's not like full blown like huge where I'm from. I feel like more north you go up Tornado Alley, it gets worse. Like I want to say Kansas, of course, is like the known like worst one. But yeah, I didn't like, it was the next town over from me. But even then, like, even though it's like the next town over, you still have to be alert because it can always move to your town in like seconds. This was Thursday, so it really wasn't a long time ago. It was like a few days ago. And I'm sitting here just sewing this because I have a project that I'm doing or posting next Saturday. I'm doing a tote bag. So I'm just talking about stuff while I'm sewing. But yeah, tornado, it didn't hit my house, thank God. But, you know, I had like the mattress and everything like prepared. All right, go for it. I get off in 30 minutes, so I'm going to be offline in 30 minutes to go to bed. Sorry, I'm trying to think about which square I haven't used yet. Okay. Well, that's a little inappropriate, especially if you're 11. Why are you on YouTube? Or why are you in this part of YouTube? This is... Or... I'm sorry, I just... Okay. We're removing that. I don't care if they were joking or not. I don't feel comfortable having minors on this channel. Especially when this is not made for kids. So, anybody in the future, we don't do that here. To me, that's just scary. That's scary that if that was an 11-year-old, it's scary that, like, they're just on here telling people they love people, and it's, like, inappropriate. Holy crap. And then saying JCam 22. I'm sorry, I just don't... You always gotta play it safe nowadays. I'm also like a no child exploiting or no kids on the internet. Like I am very, very strict about not having kids on the internet. So I don't know who that user was, but we don't do that here. Not that this is 18 plus content, but at least be old enough to be able to be on YouTube and not be 11 years old, you know, telling random people you love them. That's not appropriate. But if anybody's just joining, like, that was, yeah. talk. Oh, I'm over here throwing strings. My dog's covered in thread. You okay down there? We're about to go inside. He's like, inside. All right. I got like thrown off topic. I don't know what to talk about now. When I get on a rant, or not a rant, a ramble. You know, I'm just like, it sounds crazy. I'm like having a conversation, but like trying to have a conversation with y'all for anybody that watches in the future. So I'm not just sitting here doing nothing, but it's kind of have to make up my own things to talk about, or like try to put random stuff out there for y'all to get to know, for y'all words for y'all to get to know me better. Does that make sense? Or for you all to get to know me better? Does that make... I know when I throw in y'all, it just doesn't sound right. I always say y'all. I think it's crazy when people say you guys, or like my brain just like, what? What is that? You guys. What? But for you to get to know me better, that sounds better. That sounds more normal. Okay. I think this is going to be the last one, and I am going to kind of like give my back a break and lay back a little bit and do a little bit of a outro and what I plan to do this week, and give y'all a chance to subscribe or say goodbye or any last questions. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Dang it, I did that backwards again. Well, good thing I said this was going to be the last one. I did it. I put the wrong in on the right side. Lord. Woo. You can kind of hear the frogs outside. Well, I can. I'm pretty sure y'all can't hear it because it's like I can barely hear it, so y'all probably can barely hear it. Concentrating more, so that means like my brain, I can't talk and concentrate at the same time, or I can't talk and think at the same time. I need to think of a way to like be able to do lives on my phone, but I need to have a setup for the camera at least, or for my phone. Because I'm pretty sure the angle has changed tremendously from when I first set up my camera and it bouncing all over the table from the sewing machine. All right. I like sewing, but sometimes the strings get on my nerves. And I will be doing some more sewing content too. It's just I'm trying to get this tote bag out because somebody actually requested for me to do a tote bag tutorial, and I'm just now getting to it. And I have tumblers that I want to do, and I got a lot of stuff from the Rhinestone World. They've been popping up on YouTube, and I really wanted to try some of their, it's called like, one is like a magic flock material, and it's flocking material for you to like put rhinestones on. You have to make a template, and then you brush the rhinestones on, and you put it on transfer tape, and then you like HTV or put it on some, I think it's called HTV anything, and then you put it on a cup, and it's like a sticker, and it's like waterproof and everything. It's machine washable, and then I got bling anything, and it's like a sticker that you can, or it's for doing it for a decal for cars. So I'm looking forward to doing those. So if you want to see any of that, subscribe. I'm also going to show how I made the templates on Cricut. The Rhinestone World has it's like a Corel Draw app, I guess you could say. And what it does is you get Corel Draw, which I don't have that, so I would have to pay for Corel Draw, and then add the add-on to Corel Draw to instantly make templates. But I found out how to just make templates yourself on the Cricut, and even you could look it up on YouTube, but if anybody wants me to see it specifically, or for me to explain it specifically, I will. But I made my own design, and I can't wait to show y'all, and I can't wait to try it out. But right now I'm also having to, what is it called? I guess troubleshoot or do a bunch of trial and error right now of cup templates, because I think it's ridiculous to buy a template when I can just make a template, and I rather make it so I know how templates are done for cups. It's just something I would like to do. What in the one? Oh, blue jean. We got one more, and then I'll be done for the night. But yeah, I rather just learn how to do the template, do my own template. But soon I'll be able to just do a bunch of rhinestone tumblers and whip them out that quick. That way I don't have to individually put on rhinestones. And if I just make a template, I don't have to worry about the placement. The template just worries about that for me. And so I just put the rhinestones on a certain part of the template, and I make sure that template has like what colors I want, and I just brush the rhinestones on and stick them to the cup. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got another one. How many have we done? Let me turn this off, get this out of the way. Oh, and do a little outro. How many did we get done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would want to finish on 8, but 7, isn't 7 like a good number? 7's a lucky number, right? I think we're good. So we did 7 rows. hopefully we can get 7 more tomorrow, and then we'll sew them all together and see where we're at. And then if it's big enough, we're going to do a backing, and we'll probably end it there tomorrow. So if you want to subscribe, that way that tomorrow you can join, and you get notified whenever I join on. I would like to schedule out my lives, but my life is so unpredictable with a toddler and with a husband that if I say I'm going to get on at 9, I probably won't get on until 9:30, because that's just how life is when you're a mom. But make sure you subscribe. Definitely hit the like button. That way YouTube can put more content creators like me or crafters like me into your algorithm. But subscribe if you want to see more of my content and be notified with my content. And that also helps out you putting more people like me into your algorithm. So it's not for nothing. Like and subscribe. And this week, I don't know, maybe I'll try to get on lives more. I've been enjoying doing lives. I can't do lives all the time because, again, I am a mom. It's just my husband. During the weekends, I think it's a little bit easier to do a live and to be able to do stuff like this when my husband is home. And tomorrow, we're all going to be outside. I'll probably be in here. Hopefully I won't have to have the ACs on, but I might have one AC on just to keep it colder in here, because this is like a tin shed. It's a metal shed. It's insulated really well, and the windows, again, we're going to fix these, or that's not a window. We're going to fix these windows right here and put curtains over them so y'all don't have to see that. But they're like mattress topper foam to help insulate in here for me. Hey, stop pressing on the foot pedal. My dog's been pawing on the foot pedal for the serger. He's like, but anyway, yeah, make sure you subscribe so you can keep up with me this week. And while I do these lives, I am filming for the video for the week of, right now, this you're seeing now in the live, y'all will get a different angle from my camera, because my camera's actually over there filming a time lapse of me sewing. And sorry, brain fart because I'm pregnant. But by the end of the week, if nobody watches my live, they'll get a 10, 15. I'm trying to make longer content video. I was good at 10 minutes, but sometimes the 10 minutes just feel rushed. It feels impersonal. It doesn't feel very I feel like I'm not really connecting. So I'm trying to connect more with y'all, seeing how y'all feel about stuff. Getting on lives have definitely helped me kind of get a feel of what y'all like and what y'all are watching. And I do sewing, crochet, resin, but right now the resin has been slowing down. That's why I got some of this new rhinestoning stuff, to where I don't have to use glue or fumey type chemicals. This way I'm able to just make them really quick and not have to be around a lot of fumes. I would like to get back into doing resin when I'm not pregnant anymore. Just right now, I don't want to take the chance in being around chemicals and being pregnant and it affecting something. So yeah, but crochet, sewing, resin, rhinestoning is pretty much what I do here. So if y'all want more content like that, please subscribe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, hopefully. So I hope y'all have a nice night or a nice morning whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you later. I know I said that 3 times, but bye.